Right, so I have determined that there are two types of old people out there that we currently know about. Right, the first type of people is these kinds of old people who despise the present moment and who despise the future, who don't want to hear anything about what is going to happen in the future, and they only end up living in the past. These people who really hate the present moment, like they hate where they are right now, they hate their current position in life. And when they think about the future, in the very few rare times that they do, all they think about, all they can see is darkness, emptiness, death. All these kinds of negative thoughts, all these kinds of negative beliefs and problems and misery. And so they seek refuge in their past, which for most of them, they end up like really romanticizing it, right? Up to the extent where it's not even the real thing. It's not even the actual past that they had. It's more of like what they have imagined in their minds, in their old minds, what they have altered in order to just kind of have an escape from the present moment. That's the first type of old people. The second type of old people are these old people who look forward to the future, who enjoy the present moment, who are doing all these kinds of things. They're going out, having so many activities planned. When they're like 95 years old, like maybe they have like 1 or 2 more years to live. They have like all these health conditions, all these health problems. They're going out to restaurants and eating, and they're enjoying so much time outdoors, they're enjoying time with their friends, with their family. They're reading books if they can, they're listening to books, they're listening to music, they're watching television and they're actually enjoying it. They're spending time on their front porch, just talking to all of the people that pass by. They slowly go around the house, just walking their dog every single day. These are the kinds of old people that don't look back on their past that much. And you've probably noticed this as well. You've noticed these kinds of old people, right? These two types, right? You've seen them everywhere. Maybe there are your grandparents. Maybe, like some of your grandparents, they're pretty much the kind of old people that are just looking and living in the past, right? They don't care about the present and the future. They're just kind of drifting around aimlessly. It's like they've been taken aback by surprise, by life. And then, there's like the other kinds of old people that are still going out on treks, on hikes. The kinds of old people that you see in restaurants just eating and drinking and having fun and enjoying themselves with like their entire family around them. And I have realized that pretty much all of us are part of these two categories. We are either the kinds of old people that, live in the past, they don't care about the present, they don't care about the future, they hate the future and the present, and they would rather just live in the past and romanticize the past. And always be melancholic and depressed and just horrible, right? Or the kinds of people that are always looking forward to the future, enjoying the present moment, like always being hopeful about what is going to happen. And so I'm gonna ask you this question right now, and I want you to think about the answer very well. Which one of these two categories do you want to be part of? Do you want to be like the old person that hates their life, that genuinely just hates their life and would love to go back to their younger years, and just relive all of it, even though they cannot do it and they're just wasting more of their time that they have left up until like the inevitable death that we're all going to face? Or do you want to be like the kind of person that enjoys the present moment and looks forward to the future, looks forward to what they have left to live? They're making plans for the future, they're making plans for next year, for the next decade, enjoying the present moment as much as they can and having bright visions about their future. Which one of these two categories do you want to be part of? I for sure as hell want to be the guy that looks forward to the future and enjoys the present moment, man. There's plenty of times in my life when I have lived like the kind of bitter old person, that always thinks back about the past and always hates the present and the future, who rejects all of the kind of love and the affection that other people can give him, and he just kind of lives by himself in like a little rut. I've been like that so many damn times in my life, and sometimes I still tend to do it. Sometimes I still tend to think about like the starting stages of my self-improvement journey when everything seems so bright, when I thought to myself like I could take on the world. And right now, I'm just slowly but surely getting a bit older, I'm getting a bit more mature, and I understand that there's some limitations to all of this. There's some limitations to life. I learn more about things, and I realize that I cannot have everything that I want. I cannot just live like the perfect 100% life that I want, because there's always going to be responsibilities that I have towards other people in my life, whether I like it or not, right? Like I have all of these kinds of realizations, and sometimes I just tend to be that bitter old person, right? Oh man, my past was so much nicer because that is when I just quit video games, I quit all of these things, and I was just thinking about the present and the future. I was like so happy and I was so excited. And then here I am, and I realized that I have like a bunch of more things to live for than I realized. Oh yeah, I have to work hard for my family. I have to provide for all these people. I have to be this certain kind of a person for my children, for my wife, for all of these things, right? Like, I realize that there's so many more things to life that I have to keep in mind. So many more responsibilities, and I realize that things are not going to be that easy. You know, and I just sometimes tend to seek refuge in my past. But that is not the right choice. That is not the choice that I know I must take. And you know that as well. Because every single time when we end up giving in to these temptations, right, of thinking about our past, of escaping the present for our past, we just end up living in this melancholic state, this bitter state, where we just don't seem to enjoy anything anymore, do we? But the moments when I do think about the present, and I do think about the future in a bright manner, in a bright light, and I make plans and I feel good, I feel powerful, those are the moments when I enjoy my life the most. Those are the moments when I think that I am the most happy, the most content, and I feel like I have the most masculine aggression and ambition within me. No matter how bad or how good your past was, no matter how many good or horrible memories you have from your past, you must live in the present and look forward to the future. You know, there's a quote out there that you've probably heard already, but I want you to keep this fresh in your mind because I feel like it is very important for us, right? The best is yet to come. When we live by this narrative, by this idea that, you know, the best is always yet to come, no matter how good things are right now, no matter how bad things are going on right now, no matter what kind of pain, no matter what kind of ecstasy you're going through right now, although you might want to enjoy the ecstasy, you might want to enjoy the good times, you must continuously have the idea, the ambition that you can make things better. And if you're going through like a tough time, if you have a tough past, if you have all kinds of horrible memories haunting your mind, then you have to force yourself to believe this idea that things will get better, that the best is yet to come. It is so easy for me and it's so easy for you and for all of us to just live by this idea, you know, that all of the good things that have happened in my life, you know, that was like the peak and now comes the downfall. And now from now on, I'm gonna live a mediocre and boring life. You know, I've had like my peak of self-improvement like a year or two ago. And now I'm just like slowly drifting back. I'm just like wasting my time and my resources. I'm ruining my life again. You know, it's so easy to believe that. But I'm telling you that you have to force yourself to believe the fact that although, you know, like things don't seem as fun and as amazing, and maybe you don't have like the same bright idea about life, the best is yet to come. Like, there are so many things that we can live, that we can experience. You cannot even imagine, man. There is so much more to life than this. I've said it so many times before and I'll say it again. There is so much more to life than this. And you just have to believe that there is. Do not let these reoccurring memories and beliefs and thoughts degrade your human dignity and your self-respect, man. Live in the present and look forward to the future. Don't think about the past. So yeah, man, I really hope that you found some value in this video. If you want, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel where I've been making self-improvement videos for almost 2 years of my life now. You can like this video, you can share this video with other people who you think will also be able to gain some value from this. You can join my self-improvement Discord server where we can talk about self-improvement concepts and ideas. And we can also go on a free self-improvement one-to-one coaching call where we can talk about all kinds of self-improvement topics and beliefs and ideas that you have right now. All you have to do is you have to click the Calendly link in the description of this video. So yeah, man. Don't let the past overtake your life and just ruin the beautiful things that can happen in a moment, that can happen in the future. Have a bright idea about the world and what can happen. Stay hopeful. Stay truthful, man. Good luck, bro. See you next time.